Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. I'm noticing we're having a little issue with our armies, which is that this army is over its cap. We got a guy here, Alexei Brusilov. He seems really good. An expert offensive planner, innovative, and direct. He's an historical figure. I wonder if he's a good dude. I'll never know. And then this army is definitely... We've got a bunch of conscripts here, so we're going to need to increase this one. A romantic defensive strategist. He seems nice. And then this army has no leader at all. So we're going to... Ooh, we got an ambitious open terrain commander. That seems good. We'll give him a promotion, and then we'll throw another guy in here. Oh, this guy's a meticulous offensive planner. So we'll put him in there as well. And that should be fine. That should get our armies reorganized. So, I'm actually going to throw a few more conscripts into this thing. Third Corps needs conscripts badly. We're going to do 20 and 10, I think. So let's see. 10 levels there. 10 levels here. Well, 21 and 10. And we'll raise those. And then 4th Corps. 4th Corps is already pretty small. I think they'll be fine. 5th Corps is not on this front, so I think they can live where they are. 9th Russian Army is on this front. I'm going to throw a bunch of conscripts in our sort of newly conquered areas, newly from a relative perspective. And then we'll throw in some artillery as well. That should be fine. Once again, I'm doing kind of 2-to-1 ratio, make sure that that's solid. And we'll raise those. And that will give us a better ratio over here, hopefully as time goes on. We've gotten a hold of Travancore. So that means that to get Great Britain, and Bengal is out of here. So, that means I can go ahead and put all of these armies on advance. And that is going to be heavy barrage. Excellent. Extra devastation? No way that'll be a problem. Alright, so then we'll advance into this territory, and then finally, we will have what we need to have. We'll be able to get our war goals conquered and win against Great Britain. And that'll be great. And then we'll be able to put a pin in this war. They are still attacking us up here, but we are winning. Let me see. Great Britain has won... has lost almost 80% of the battles, which is pretty solid from my perspective. I'm pretty pleased about that. Obviously, I need to keep armies up here. Maybe I'll build some coastal defense armies. 8th Russian Army needs another commander. Let's go with this tactful open terrain commander. He seems fine. Yeah, so we got a force comparison of 64. That's really, really rock solid now. And it actually hasn't impacted our finances that much, which I'm pretty pleased about. Anti-British society obviously is very happy that we're chipping away at British power. And this army is on its way over here to support the main front, which I'm pretty solid about as well. And you're on defense, so let's put you on advance. Let me see what rapid advance does. I don't think that's one I've looked at before. Extra casualties taken. Ooh, definitely don't want that. I could put small units on these fronts in like Africa and various areas, but I don't think that's necessarily useful. At least not in comparison to doing the main front here. So, once we got this area taken, yeah, once we got Sind taken over, we'll be rock solid, and then we can just hold and make sure we keep what we've got. I could invade Dacheng back and Shandong. Are they also going for Shandong? Is that why they're attacking over here? Yeah, they want Shandong. But they won't get it. Alright, we got good force comparisons on all these fronts, so that should be just fine. I'm going to put some troops on these other smaller fronts just to make sure that we don't wind up in a situation over here due to front chicanery. But let's also put real armies over here. And I think now Britain has lost its war support protection. Alright, beautiful. So they're losing 2.5 war support per month. I'm losing 1 war support per month, and I've got my war support protection. So I'm feeling pretty good about this overall. Let's get one of these much larger armies over here to make sure that front stays solid. This front should be good in short order. But again, we want to get these cleared out as fast as we can because we don't want anything to go silly over here. Staying hydrated is very important. I've been extremely thirsty today. I know exactly why. Salty snacks. But still. Wow, that is just an overwhelming number of battalions. So what's our leverage looking like on Bulgaria now? It's improving. It's improving, and it's going to go up a lot. Mostly because we built a ton of industry there. So that's nice. Oil and fars, very good. We don't have a lot that's oil dependent right now, but if we did, it would be important. Oh, and Stavropol. Nice. Very nice, in fact. Bourgeois revolt in Oldenburg, none of my concern. Alright, beautiful. Battles are looking solid. Very good. Alright, so from here, we have a few different options. Let's go ahead and grab the Grenadier or Delny Corps, and we'll invade actually, that's not the right location to invade. The right location to invade is over here in Fujian. That'll be nice. And then we'll grab one of these larger armies, 3rd Corps, and place them on the front in Shandong. And then 8th Russian Army, put you over here. And this is a lot, but this is going to be useful to us. That said, I don't think I need it. Come on, let's get going. There we go. Nice track from the OST. Oh my gosh, I've got a front up here in Canada. I didn't even realize. Actually, 8th Russian Army? Time for you to go to Canada. South Cameroon, Gabon front. Well, I guess they finally got troops over there. And what is this? A peasant revolt in Sierra Leone? Well, don't mind if I do. Long as I'm fighting Great Britain, I might as well visit. Let's grab the 9th Russian Army and invade Scotland. Bremen wants investment rates. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered, Bremen. Oh, Spain is Portugal's overlord. Well, gosh darn it. That's okay. It's not a tragedy. It's not a big deal at all. Both of these fronts are looking really solid now that we've got troops on them. This invasion went really well. So we're just going to take over the rest of Dasheng and Shandong. Now, this situation here, Can't get become subject. Only a trade agreement. Well, sorry, Sierra Leone. I really would have loved to support you, but you're just not willing to give up your autonomy to me as an imperial power. And that's the thing I want. So, you know, you're just going to have to live with it. I need more convoys. I'm really goofed up on convoys. Now, what is this? Shanxi requests that we dispatch an embassy to them. Is this a new event? Improves relations. Progress bar of earning recognition. Yeah, alright. Let me see. Shanxi, you're our protectorate. So I should really put some troops in there to defend you, and as it turns out, I've got some troops in the area, so that should be just fine. I completely missed that this was popping off, but this is a front, and we're involved. This is a peasant revolt. Well, it is what it is. So, Great Britain. Give me Sind. Give France Travancore. And all will be well. Let me see. I can't get anything else, obviously, because those are my war goals. So we'll just go ahead and propose that. Beautiful. So now Sind is my puppet. And everything else is looking hunky-dory. I think I'm just going to put a couple more armies over here because this situation is going to pop off in reasonably short order, and then it's not going to be that big of a deal. Infamy is at only 9, so now's a good time to annex the Balkan Protectorate. It's 29% chance. That's not as good as before. Hold on, though. We've got events. The fickle crowd. The populist base of the rural folk has turned against supporting foreign entanglements. Pressure from within has led the group to distance themselves from the anti-French League. Russian needs first. The people say no to foreign entanglements and no to foreign treaties. Prosperity at home or chaos abroad. No foreign power could successfully attack a fortified Russia. It was a mistake to rely on them. They leave the anti-French League, or they must steer clear of these populist ideals. These populist tides. They're reduced. I don't want them in the anti-French League, so get it. Persecution of Siberian people. Siberian businesses and homes have been attacked all across Kolyma and by groups of Russians. They threw bricks through our shop's windows. There was a note attached that said, "Go home," but this is the only home we've ever known. This vandalism must cease. 5% authority, -2 standard of living. Or our hands are tied for reasons, -5 standard of living. Well, we need to do the first one. I've got so much authority, it's not even funny. Actually, it's pretty funny. I've got maximum authority. There's so much authority, you can't even withstand it. Oh my goodness. Austria is in a situation. They got an aristocratic revolt that's shaking the nation. Well, I guess I'm glad my troops are already mobilized, because we're going to need to get involved in that, friends. In fact, let's grab our larger armies and get them over here to be involved. There's the Shanxi Peasant Revolt, so that should kick off pretty soon. Samuel Clemens was exiled from the United States. He's an abolitionist. USA, are you still doing slavery? It's 1888. What's wrong with you? An oligarchic presidential republic. That's bananas. So you notice you're taking a hit in standard of living pretty recently. I think that's because of the patch. So that's what happened. Let's see. Transfer states. Well, don't mind if I do. Where's Duras? Transfer Austria and Montenegro. That would be nice. But where's Duras? Where actually is Duras? Oh, that's this territory. It's a little territory in Albania. That's fascinating. I had no idea that Austria had that tiny zone. But I would prefer Montenegro, because that's continuous with my territory of Dalmatia. So, gimme Montenegro. They, of course, accept. Let's put our armies on the fronts. And then we should have another couple of large armies. Third Corps needs another fella. You're an ambitious open terrain commander. You'll do. Where is Third Corps? Third Corps is over here. What about Second Corps? You're where? Okay, you're on your way down. And then First Corps. Oh my goodness, you're all over the place. I'll put you on this front here in the Mediterranean. And then I think we can bring the 9th Russian Army in there as well. So I'll actually pull them down here. And Italy sides with, well, goodness. Well, now I'm started. Why would you side with the rebels, Italy? Italy, don't you like me? Aren't we friends? Our relations were amicable. Antagonistic, but amicable. Alright. Here's the 10th Russian Army. That needs to go in a different place. Persia requests military mission. The government of Persia is requested to dispatch a military mission to help modernize their army, offering certain diplomatic and extraterritorial concessions in return. A dozen guns, some 1,000 rifles, as well as enough shot and cartridges for 5 years of regular use. That's right, sir. I see. And the second set of luggage? Fife, drum, and brass, sir. We'll have them trotting along to the Preobrazhensky March in no time. Preobrazhensky March. Now, this serves our interest. Dispatch a mission post-haste. I'm absolutely going to do it. Gives us leverage over Persia, and that's just fine with me. So, as you can see, standard of living ticked downward, and that means we've got a bunch more radicals, and loyalists are down, but that's okay. These things happen. The people understand, and there's steel railway cars. Wonderful. So that actually unlocks a new production method for trains. Let's get all these boys on explosives. For our trains. I know I unlocked a new one for farms, but actually let's look at prices for a bit. Yeah, I actually need to increase fertilizer output to the better fertilizer because I need to get those plants producing enough fertilizer to fuel the farms. And I actually am going to increase the production methods for the farms. Let's do just the rye farms for now. That's going to produce a ton more grain, and we'll see how that impacts the economy overall. We'll also do the millet farms. Again, just for now. Alright, force comparison here is looking rock solid. Shanxi Peasant Revolt is good to go. So that means we got these armies on their way to here. Oh, we actually do have the ability to move units into the Wallachia front. Well, that's pretty rad. I didn't even realize. Alright, so First Corps is going to go there, that means. And these units are on their way over there, so that should be just fine. So that makes our force comparison look pretty solid on all the fronts except this one. But I think that'll be okay. Austria is still Austria's capital, but with Russia pushing in on multiple different fronts, we should be able to crush the revolt in good order. We got another Goldfields depleted event. I'm just going to quickly read that. After I take a sip of water, and by a sip I mean a glug. The rich mineral deposits in Yakutsk have been drained. Mines are being shuttered, and all the prospectors who moved in are beginning to drift away in search of the next big strike. Alluvial gold dried up. Miners go home. River dried up due to miner activity. Shafts condemned as threat to life. Enter at own peril. Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. We cannot just let them leave. And you know what that means? It means the gold is all mine. Alright, so how has that impacted the price of grain in our market? It's gone up a little bit. Uh, you know, it seems extreme, but I think we're gonna... Let's put the rice farms in there. And how does that do us? We need more fertilizer plants. There's the Austrian aristocratic revolt. That's unfortunate, because things are pretty rough there. But again, force comparisons are solid on all fronts, except for, again, this one, but I don't think I can reach there, so it'll be what it is. I've got almost as much leverage as I want on Bulgaria to pull them into my situation. 10th Russian Army, get out of here. Obviously, costs are really high because all the conscripts I raised earlier are still raised. But that's just kind of the nature of the beast at this point. Let's bring our fleet over here to the Mediterranean. Italy's damaging relations. Would you stop? Alright, I'm going to call Transdanubia the strategic objective, because that's the capital of the revolt. And as we press in on all sides... Yeah, all these battles and all these fronts are looking really, really good. So I think we're going to be able to win this for sure. Really hoping I don't end up eating those words. Fascist Württemberg wants help against Württemberg. Offering us an obligation. No, thank you. You're fascists. Why would I want to help fascists? Also, where are you? You're over here. I can't even get there, fascist Württemberg. I don't know why you're talking to me. Get off the phone. There are more important people calling me. In France! France is going against Belgium and Prussia, but I'm not involved in this. Do I not have an interest over there? Nope. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it was over something somewhere else. And that's what happened. Alright, so we are forward on our front. We're going towards Transdanubia over here. On this front, we've got battles happening in all locations. We've got a hold of West Galicia. Offer to grant foreign investment rights. Montenegro. You know, sure. Montenegro, what do you got going on? Standard of living is terrible over here. Not much population. It's not great. Not great at all. I'm gonna build some fertilizer plants in you. I need fertilizer plants, and then you can be in my market, and I can buy your fertilizer, and that'll be nice. Is leverage still increasing over Bulgaria? It is. Wonderful. Alright, so I'll be able to pull them into the power block pretty soon. Unfortunately, Austria has been occupied, which means that Austria no longer has war support protection, but the rebel faction's war support's going down pretty fast, and we've got really solid force comparisons on all these fronts, so if we can get a hold of their capital, we will be able to get what we need to get. We're taking huge swaths of territory over here in the east, so I'm actually really hoping that it goes well. Alright, so they've got more guys over here. Obligation from Shanxi is expiring. We'll just go ahead and absolve it. And can we take on your debt? 1.25 million. That's completely reasonable. Oh, I need to be more conscientious about that, because I'm actually pretty low on cash. Yue wants to give us investment rights. Where are you at, Yue? You're in the Spanish market. Oh, interesting. Are you a protectorate of Spain? You're a dominion of Spain. I don't see why I should want investment rights in you, Yue. That doesn't seem like something I would want. Okay, these fronts have merged. And force comparison here is looking not so good. So I'm going to need to move some forces over here. deal with that. Okay, alright. Nope, never mind. It's looking really rad. So we've got Transdanubia now. We're looking to merge these two fronts. Excuse me? Oh, because Romania is one thing. Alright. Whew! Whew! I was almost furious. Furious! Defensive pact? Absolutely. I think I need to declare... Okay, we've got Austria back now. So that means Austria should have war support protection, which we do. Alright, beautiful. So that means the war has properly turned around. And the revolt is losing 8 war support per week. So that should be pretty solid. Force comparison is solid on all fronts. Feeling pretty good. Other army kind of appearing out of nowhere. Why do I keep spawning a 10th Russian army, huh? Tell me this. Why does this keep happening? One of the great mysteries of the universe, I tell you what. Beautiful. And victories are coming on all fronts. Vigorsan is now defiant instead of rebellious. Excellent. So can I pull Bulgaria into the power block? I can, and they will say yes. Confirm. Beautiful. And that is excellent. So, we finally got Bulgaria into our power block. And that means if I can't subjugate them, but I can subjugate Romania finally, now that Romania has been formed. And I think they won't pop that event that's going to goof up the situation. That is going to cause us to lose cohesion, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and do it. And now Serbia is in the market. Revoke market control, and we've got access through here. So that should be fine. Alright, and Bulgaria wants defensive pact? Absolutely. I would love that. Well, it has been an eventful episode, but I think at this point we're going to put a pin in it. Finances are looking very good. I'm going to start building again properly in a little bit. Right now, I think I actually just need a bunch more fertilizer plants, so that's what we'll do. Oh boy, please don't crash. It's just pretending it wants to crash. It's not going to crash. There we go. Perfect. Let's build 10 levels of fertilizer plants in Yaroslavl and 10 in Mogilev. It's going to be a lot of fertilizer, but it's going to make our farms work better. Grain prices are still pretty difficult, but they're better than they were before. So I'm pretty confident about that. And Afghan attitude improved as well. Lovely. Oh, they're loyal finally. Excellent. Hunan wants to give us investment rights. I accept. Well, that's excellent. See, you have some profitable glass... No, you don't. You just think you have profitable glassworks. Let's build up some silk plantations, shall we? We can always use more silk and tea. We'll build up some more tea. And that'll be nice. Reasonable foreign investment. Standard of living in Russia is going up, which is nice. Economy took a dive as well. I'm not sure what happened with that, but I guess we'll just live with it. For now, though, that is all the time we've got. We fought to the end of our war with Great Britain, getting ourselves control over Sindh. And then we fought in a massive war in Austria, getting us another tasty, tasty little warm water port here on the Mediterranean. Hopefully that process will continue. I think our next step is going to be, we're going to subjugate Bulgaria, and then we're going to get ourselves an independent Bosnia, I think. And maybe we'll see how things go. We want to get a network of South Slavic protectorates in the Balkans. That's the long-term goal. And with Romania as our protectorate, I'm feeling even more confident in our ability to do that. For now, though, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.